Okay, I wanted to introduce you all to Executive Order 14024, brought to you by the administration of Joseph R. Biden Jr. in April 15, 2021. This is blocking property with respect to specified harmful foreign activities of government of the Russian Federation. Coincidence, 2021 this was put in. Pretty cool, huh? Okay. By the authority vested in me as President of the Constitution of the laws of the United States of America, including the International Emergency Economic Powers Act and the National Emergencies Act and the Immigration Nationality Act and the United States Code. I, Joseph R. Biden, President of the United States of America, find that specified harmful foreign activities of the government of the Russian Federation, in particular, efforts to undermine the conduct of a free and fair elections, democratic institutions in the United States, its allies and partners, to engage in and facilitate malicious cyber-enabled activities against the United States and its allies and partners, to foster and use transnational corruption, to influence foreign governments, to pursue extraterritorial activities targeting dissidents or journalists, to undermine security in countries or regions important to the United States national security, and to violate well-established principles of international law, including respect of territorial integrity of the states, constitute an unusual, extraordinary threat to the national security, foreign policy, and economy of the United States. I hereby declare a national emergency to deal with that threat. Again, April 15, 2021. Section 1. Accordingly, I hereby order Section 1, all property and interests in property that are in the United States, that hereafter come within the United States, and that are hereafter come within the possession or control of any United States person, of the following persons blocked and may not be transferred, paid, exported, withdrawn, or otherwise dealt in. Any person determined by the United States Secretary of Treasury in consultation with the Secretary of State respect to subsection blah, 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 of this section, in consultation with Attorney General, Secretary of State, consultation with Secretary of Treasury, respect to subsection, in consultation with the Attorney General. Okay, the reason this is important, it talks about the seizing of assets. All right, this is in play right now. To have operated in a technology sector or the defense and related material sector of the Russian Federation economy, or any other sector of the Russian Federation economy, as may be determined by the Secretary of Treasury in consultation with the Secretary of State. To be responsible for or complicit in or having directly or indirectly engaged in or attempted to engage in any of the following on behalf of or the benefit of, directly or indirectly, the government of the Russian Federation. Malicious cyber-enabled activities, interference with the United States or other foreign government elections. I repeat, or other foreign government elections. I've been saying it for a long time, international stuff going on. C, actions or policies that undermine the democratic processes or institution in the United States or abroad. D, transnational corruption. Assassination, murder, unlawful killing, infliction of other bodily harm against a United States person or citizen or national of the United States ally or partner. Activities that undermine the peace, security, political stability, or territorial integrity of the United States, its allies, or its partners. Or deceptive or structured transactions or dealings to circumvent any United States sanctions, including through the use of digital currencies or assets, or the use of any physical assets. To have been or a leader, official, senior official, or a member of the board of directors of the Russian government and the Russian Federation. Any entity that has or those members have engaged in any activity described in subsection of this section, or an entity whose property or interests are in the property are blocked pursuant to this order. to be a political subdivision agency or instrumentally of the government of the Russian Federation, to be a spouse or adult child of any person whose property and interests in property are blocked pursuant to subsection of this section, or to have material assisted, sponsored, provided financial, material, or technological support for goods and services or in support of any activity described in subsection of this subject, or any person whose property or interests in the property are blocked pursuant to this order, or to be owned or controlled by or have acted or purported to act in the behalf of directly or indirectly the government of the Russian Federation, and any person whose property or interest in property blocked pursuant to this order. Ladies and gentlemen, this thing right here that was put in goes into every single level of what's going on, and to references Title 31, the Code of Federal Regulations, and any other executive order. This falls all of the responsibility in the hands of the Secretary of State and the Secretary of Treasury. This was put in place by Joe Biden in 2021. This goes on. The reason I brought this up is today there were sanctions mentioned. There were sanctions released. This is not only in conjunction with and pursuant to 13848, it's confirmation more than anything that these things are moving forward right now pertaining to the 2024 election, and all of these are coming to the forefront. So be patient, ladies and gentlemen. Do your homework, pay attention, but most of all, be calm, okay? You've got to stay diligent. You've got to stay educated, but we need to stay calm. We are all in this together, and just remember, no matter what pressure you're hearing, no matter what threats about TikTok or whatever the hell else going on here, he is not in yet. It's not over. Have faith, ladies and gentlemen. It's coming.